Have you ever felt like you were behind in life? Like the world gave everyone else a head start, and somehow you just are catching your breath while they're crossing the finish line. Maybe you've whispered it when no one was around. I missed my moment. I should be further in life by now. Maybe God forgot about me. But I came here to tell you a story. And not just any story. Jesus' story. And in it is your comeback. You see, in Matthew 20, Jesus says the kingdom of heaven, it's like a landowner who went out early in the morning, looking for workers to hire for his vineyard. At 6 a.m., he finds them, eager, early, ready. They agree to a fair wage, a denarius, and off they go. But the story doesn't stop there, because at 9 a.m., he goes back and hires more. At noon, he returns. At 3 p.m., again. And then, when the sun is nearly down, at 5 p.m., with just 1 hour left, he comes back one last time and finds people still standing there. Now, they weren't lazy. They weren't wasting time. They say something that will break your heart, because no one hired us. No one picked us. No one saw us. No one gave us a chance. But the landowner, this stand-in for God himself, he looks at them and says, "Go. Even now, there's still time." So they go. 1 hour of work left, not even enough time to make a dent in the harvest. But when the day ends, the pay line begins, and the shock rolls in. You see, the 5 p.m. workers, the ones who barely got their hands dirty, they get a full day's wage, a full reward, the same as those who toiled since sunrise. And suddenly the first group, the early starters, they are furious. We worked through the heat. We carried the weight. It's not fair. And the landowner says, "I haven't cheated you. I gave you what I promised. Are you angry because I was generous?" And then Jesus says the words that flip everything upside down. The last will be the first, and the first will be last. Now, this isn't about wages. It's not about workers. It's about grace, and it's about you. It's about a God who doesn't keep time the way we do, who doesn't rank value by resume, reputation, or record. A God who says, "You may have shown up late, but you're still right on time with me." So, if you've spent years in the background, if your heart aches for lost time, if you've been standing in the town square of life, waiting for someone to believe in you, hear this. God is still hiring. The vineyard is still open, and grace still flows at 5 p.m. So maybe you've wasted years in addiction. Maybe you've ran far from faith. Maybe you got distracted, divorced, discouraged. Maybe you just got tired. But Jesus says, it's not too late. There's still a place for you. there's still a purpose for you. There's still a full reward waiting for the one who says yes now. Because God's grace, it doesn't run on the clock. It doesn't run out, and it doesn't run away from those who show up trembling, but willing. So get up, dust off the shame, step into the vineyard, because your story is not over. It's just beginning. And when the master hands out the reward, you won't be paid based on how long you've worked. You'll be paid based on how deep his love runs. And his love, well, it has no end. And you might find you've shown up at 5 p.m., but in God's eyes, you were right on time. God bless you, my friends. Have a beautiful day.